Hello, and welcome to another TA Tech Tip. In this Tech Tip, we will demonstrate how to export TAM ITC data into NanoAnalyze for analysis. The first step when importing TAM ITC data into NanoAnalyze is to open the data file using TAM Assistant and inspect the file within that program. Items to note are the injection volume and the duration between each injection. It is also important to know the temperature at which the experiment was being conducted. After these items have been written down, now the file can be exported from TAM Assistant by clicking the Export button. From here, a wizard pops up, and using the default values is fine, so just click Next. We've already written down the temperature, so that information is not needed. So really, we just need the signal and can click Next. On this screen, I would suggest unchecking the Subtract Baseline box, as we will be creating a new baseline within NanoAnalyze after importing. Click Finish. After the TAM data has been exported, it can be opened within Excel and inspected. It's important to note the units that were exported. It was time in seconds and heat flow in watts. The supported heat flow value in NanoAnalyze is microjoules per second, or microwatt. So these heat values will need to be converted to the correct units. Remember to save and close the file. Now, in NanoAnalyze, we can import the TAM data by selecting File and Import Text File. From here, a pop-up window will appear where we select the type of file we are importing, the type of data collected, the units, and whether the exotherm is up or down. Next, we need to define which column corresponds to both time and heat flow. This can be done by clicking and dragging to highlight the correct column. Finally, we will want to define which row to start the import. In this case, row 2. We can now click Import. The data file will now appear in the data window. If we click on the file, it will load the data. The first thing to do is create a new baseline. We will define where the first integration starts and the injection interval based on what we previously wrote down from TAM Assistant, which was 300 seconds and 420 seconds. We also know that there were 12 injections. Otherwise, we could leave this blank. After clicking OK, a baseline has been created. This baseline can be modified if needed, but for now, we will proceed to the next step by clicking the Area tab. In this tab, we will need to type in the concentrations that were used, the temperature at which the experiment was ran, the initial cell volume, and the injection volumes used, all which can be found in the TAM Assistant file. Make sure to take note of the default units used. After inputting all the values, the final thing to make sure is to select the partially filled cell box to correctly reflect the data. Now that everything has been imported, we can finally model the data. In this tech tip, we learned how to export TAM ITC data into NanoAnalyze. Please stay tuned for more helpful tips from TA Instruments, and thank you for your interest.